set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders on the move. A couple of big plays in succession.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down at 4. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Strike, yellow, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
But he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Triple 38.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Albert, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. And he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Benson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ultra. Cut.
Up the middle they go. Albert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they've got him run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On 1st down, Albert. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Let's go.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on 1st down. Albert, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got London on a slant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson. Touchdown Falcons! Trinity Benson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That's pulled in at the 32. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Get ready. 10 cycles. Ready.
On 2nd down, Albert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Right back to him on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 5 yards remain on second down. Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw here. Touchdown! Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Falcons 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 103 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down now, Albert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Fight 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. Albert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black shot.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
23 yards the pickup there. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put
is
a
pretty
star.
big.
I put a star. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Here's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 1st down, here's White. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Albert, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Divine Diablo, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score, Raiders 36, Falcons 21.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And oh, he coughed it up. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On second down, here's the option. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Albert. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. On first down, Albert. And taken down just shy of the 40. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me control. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, those to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides, other siders. You need to grow. I just got you mad, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I get the and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my class, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all